last name Kime.
This evening's performance for you. Kids worked really hard, and I hope that you really enjoy the show.
It's really great. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you believe in magic.
I've got a few lines off this scroll to say myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I've come here to mention a few little things that need your attention. Put cell phones away, keep those screens stowed. Please give our play the attention it's owed. If there be an emergency with lights and alarm, calmly walk through these exits to be free from harm. Right in the middle of these short hours will be pizza, snacks, t-shirts, and flowers.
And now a few words about our little show. This might not be the Shakespeare you think you know, with fairies, love potions, and lots of surprises. This is comedy, not tragedy, so nobody dies. Mr. Kime, you are not Shakespeare. The tragedy is this poem. If you are scared by the name Shakespeare, watch our little show, and away goes your fear. Mixing magic with mortals and cute woodland sprites, his old words come alive for these two nights. With plot twists and turns, which are often funny, and turns of phrase, which are frequently punny. This play by Shakespeare will certainly prove the course of true love never did run smooth. So, clap at us and with us, laugh at the jokes, because all we do here is for you folks.
Now, fair Ponza, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long lingering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves into night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Go, find what revels are at hand. Hipponta, I wooed thee with my sword and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. Stand forth, Demetrius. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast, by moonlight, at her window sung, with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god, one who composed your beauties, yea, and to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor by how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not up to your father's choice, to endure the livery of a nun, for I to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
So I will grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as you would, or on Diana's altar to protest for high austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain rights.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all of my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortune in every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, one Helena's soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon the spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoken thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you on yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to vow of a single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something that nearly concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is thy cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that ever I could read, ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
O cross, too high to be enthralled to low.
or else misgrafted in respect of years,
O spite, too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
O hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it as momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as a dream, brief as lightning in the collie night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath the power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness did devour it up, so quick that bright things come to confusion.
Then, if true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Let us teach our child patience. for it is as customary to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widowed aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens her house lay remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There I may marry thee, where sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's home tomorrow night, that in a wood, a league without a town, where we met once before to do absorbance of a morn of May, I will wait for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head. In the same place that thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep thy promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair, oh happy fair! Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear, when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh were favor so, yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being fated, the rest I give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I give him frowns, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before myself I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. But oh, in what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold, tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold. In a silver visage the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight of lover's food tomorrow deep in night.
I will. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dotes on you.
How happy some or others can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what if that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know all, but he do know. And as he errs turning on Hermia's eyes, so I admire his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is when Cupid painted blind. The swaggish boys and games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia's felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks at dear expense. But here and I to enrich my pain, and have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name through all Athens, which is thought fit to play in our interview before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day. At night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats of. Then read the names of the actors, so go to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus of Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest.
Francis.
Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Hercules rarely, or a part to tear a cannon. To make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. And Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make it mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis.
This is Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bell's bender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith. Let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe.
Pyramus, my lover dear! Thisbe dear, lady dear! No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
Tom Snout, you must play Pyramus's mother. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the Joiner, you the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Heavy the line, Raven. Pray you, if it be, give to me for our close study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly, that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you and twirl any nightingale.
You must play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a most proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw color beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrain beard, or your French crown color beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you play it barefaced. But, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the Palace a mile without the town by moonlight. Well, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our device to know. In the meantime, I'll draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
laboring the quorum, and bootless make the breathless huswife churn, and mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm, those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I have fat and bean fed horse beguile, in nagging likeness of a filly foal. Sometimes lurk I in the gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her wither dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for 3-foot stool mistaketh me, and then slip I from her bum, and down topples she, and murder cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir holds their hips and laugh and waxen in their mirth, and they neeze and swear that no merrier hour was ever wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon,
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met my moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon?
Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steep of India? But that, forsooth, your bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress in your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou? For shame, Titania. Glance at my credit with Pauta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the midsummer spring, met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land hath every pelting river made so proud that they've overborne their continents. The plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or peril blessed. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, every winter change. The mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we had laughed to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus's wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy very kingdom! Fairies away! We shall try
from this grove till I torment thee for this injury.
Yeah!
My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vessel throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenching the chaste beams of the watching moon, and the imperial vultures pass it on, and made meditation fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before, milk white, now purple with love's wounds, and maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next life future that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep and drop the liquor for her in her eyes. The next thing then she, waking, looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me.
But I love you!
But who comes here? I'm invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I, in wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence! Get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but you draw not iron from my heart's truest steel. Leave your power to draw, and it shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, in plainest truth, tell you that I do not, nor could not, love you?
And even for that, do I love you the more? I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, the more I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect to me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself to the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of this desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not a knight. Nor doth this wood lack the world's company. For you and my respect are all the world. So how can it be said I'm alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch a tiger. Bootless me when Carus pursues in valor
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. And if thou follows me, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius. Your wrongs do send a scandal on my sex. For we cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we are not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make heaven a palace to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere you do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight, and there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it so that the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garment he hath on. Affect it with some care that he may prove more upon her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Oh, fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Now a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for a third part of a minute hence, some to kill cankers in the musk-rose buds, some war with rear mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats, some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, and then to your offices, and let me rest.
Now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear. When thou wakes, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One Turk shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's confidence. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained in an oath, so then two bosoms in a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but must be true my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. Gentle friend, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter to thy sweet life's end.
Amen, amen. To that fair prayer say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
And with half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, upon whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds a bath and tea doth wear. This is he, my master said, the spies of the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound, on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this black love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thine eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thine eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon. Stay, wilt thou kill me, sweet Demetrius?
I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, will thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I'm out of breath from this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she has blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I'm as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me do run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius do as a monster fly in my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? But who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, consider awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so. Lysander, say not so. What, though we love you, Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes with her I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not right until their season, so I, still being young, right not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, Reason says you are the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such a disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you a lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest Lysander come near. So thou my serpent and my heresy, of all be hated but the most of me. And with all my power address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to put this crawling serpent from my breast. I me for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I did quake with fear. You thought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No, then I'll perceive thou art not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter quits.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must throw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. Who answer you that?
Higher Latin, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing up when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and that the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves. Bring him. God shield us.
A lion among ladies is the most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must reveal that he's not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and have his face must be seen through the lion's neck. And he himself must speak through, saying thus or to the same effect. Ladies! Or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed I shall name his name, and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar. A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it does shine that night.
Why then, may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a lantern and bush of thorn, and say he comes to disfigure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You could never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And then have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall. Or then hold his fingers thus, and through that granny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, usher him to that break, until everyone according to his cue.
What happened homespun to be swaggering here, so close to the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward? Oh, I'll be an auditor. An actor, too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor
Odors! Odors!
odors savor sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here?
Must I speak now?
Aye, very must you, for you must understand, he goes but to hear the words that he saw, and is to come again.
Most radiant, most radiant, most radiant Pyramus, most lily-whited hue, and color like the red rose or triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile and eke most lovely Jew, as truest horse that yet would never tire. Oh, meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Nigh is two, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you enter to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past. It is never tired.
Oh.
As truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about and around. Through pond, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be. Sometime a hound. A hog. A headless bear. Sometime a fire.
them to make me afeard.
Oh, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom, thou art trembling!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear I am not afraid. The old silk so black of you, with hornets tawny bill. He also with his note so true, he ran with little quill. Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
What? Angel, wake me from my flowery bed!
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain so cuckoo gray, whose notes full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer, nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give the bird the lie, though he cried cuckoo, never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force with force doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, ye should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. More the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit with no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, or sing while thou on crescent flowers doth sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas, blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Ready? And I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gamble in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humblebees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love, to bed and to arise. And pluck the wings from the painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies. Hail, mortal! Hail! Hail! Hail!
I cry your worship's mercy, heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I should make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas, blossom.
Pray, I pray you, commend me to Mistress Watch, your mother, and to Master Peascock, your father. Good Master Peas Blossom, I should desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I should desire you more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. methinks, looks with a watery eye. And when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silence.